Well, 10 p.m. PST, August 8th. And the first time in a few weeks, we're going to start with the lake. Because we got two disturbances we're watching. One over the central tropical lake, a bright air, disturbed weather, such as a tropical wave. Okay, a few hundred miles southwest of Cape Verde Islands. You got to develop a possible system in the middle part of next week. Up below it is expected to become much less conducive for development as it heads toward the tide near the Leeward Islands, which is much more than I expect to see this season, that's for damn sure. This system has 70% over the next, 20% in the next 7 days. And I can show you this system, it's right about here. The other system is back on here, which has a much better chance. It has 40% chance as it hit westward. And yeah, this system could actually form into a tropical cyclone, based on what I see in the models. Um, yeah, it expected to move over the lake in the next few days. It could become a tropical depression in half of a week. We can show you the models. Let's go to 96 hours. Here's the GFS. Here's the first system. Here's the second system at 96 hours, 4 days from now. As you can see, that's a pretty compact system. I wouldn't be surprised if we do see two tropical cyclones in the lake for the next 5, 6 days. Um, but we'll see. Here's 126 hours, and the first system is approaching the lesser GLE 12. Our main system, the 40% system, is now 1,000 millibars. Let's take a look at the ECMWF, and it shows the second system. As you can see, the 40% system, this has more support, comparatively, at 132 hours. Let's go back to 120. Yeah, 1,000 YY doesn't even show the other system. That's one of the reasons why I had twice the chances of development, because there's a lot more model support for its development. And ECAI also shows that system at 120. CMC shows that system at 120. 114, Let's go to 126 on the CMC. Yeah. So this is why the models are focused on the system moving off the African coast, because it has much more support overall. Yeah, I have to have my fan on because it's hot. It's like in the 90 today here. So it's still hot. It's still sticky. But hey, here's the AI GFS, also showing this is why this system had twice the chance of development. And frankly, I think it has a great chance of becoming our next tropical cyclone. But I wouldn't totally throw away the leading system, which is right here. But this is the system we're watching for our next name storm, most likely. So right now, that's all I'm going to go out right now. The Eastern Pacific, look at that. Free disturbances. One in the Central Pacific at 100 miles east of the White Islands is producing disordinary showers. Conditions are favorable and depression is likely for the next several days, has 20% in the next 2 days. 8% next 7. Wow. I'm thinking, yeah, it's right about here. Most likely. This system we've been watching, broad system, likely to form into a tropical cyclone as it hits westward. Next, we're going to look at another system over the west east Pacific, and it has 10% in the next 48 hours, 50% in the next 7 days. It's near the southern tip of Baja California, producing disorders. The disorder below what could be conducive for a gradual development. I hope the could form by mid-week. And lastly, guys, since by Mexico, I'm sure Mexico by middle of next week could form. Only has 20% at 7 days. We're going to show you a little bit of models. Let's yeah, here's 4 days, as you can see. They're definitely there's a hurricane at 142, 13.3, 142 on GFS. I mean, wow, quite quite interesting, that's for sure. Let's go back to 72 hours. Yeah, this is definitely a system we're going to be watching. And you can see, I mean, this is going to become a very potent system down here, most likely. Um, so yeah, I mean, let's go further out. Let's go to 162. Let's see what it does. Wow, look at that. Just to the east of Hawaii. Let's look at ECMWF. Oh my God. Literally a couple hundred miles from Big Island. 144. ECMWF. I mean CMC. Very close to Hawaii, but we also got another system behind it. Interesting. So, Asia Pacific could get activated on any because it's for Cape Verde systems. Interesting. Now we're gonna look at DOLPHIN. I mean, this thing we've been watching for like over a week. I had like over 50 ace, like top 5 ace fusion systems in history, even higher in chip. I mean, damn. That's 70 knot wins. I mean, it's about ready to make landfall in China, as you can see. It looks like it's starting to re-straighten. That you eyewall starting to blow up as it's about ready to move into China next 3 to 4 hours. Um, let's see. Yeah, they're expecting that we can blow Typhoon status almost exactly after landfall on China, then down to 40 knots by 00 on the 10th, and it heads west-northwestward into China. Yeah, quite the storm, that's for damn sure. But we'll watch the CHAN-HOM, which doesn't look too good tonight, but should make a landfall in Japan in the next few days. We'll probably weaken to about 40 knots by the time it makes landfall, then move back over water, become a depression. It doesn't look good. It looks like a bare bones system, that's for damn sure. We got a surprise tonight. Carter has become a depression again. Should move east and northeastward, sitting out to sea. And you see, you got your LC convection. I knew it'd probably come back, that's for sure. 98W. Now this looks good. 22.5, 156.4 east. Look at that. I mean, northeast within some models, they're quite the split models. Some take it toward Japan, some take it northeastward. We'll have to see what it does, but I wouldn't be surprised if it becomes a tropical storm. EPS follows strongly more toward Japan. Um, let's take a look at the organization, the system. I mean, this system is definitely going to count. I think this had a chance to become our next name star in the Western Pacific. Finally, 99W at 22.7, 66.5. I mean, that has a low chance of development based on the models, but I mean, it does have LC, And if I can get underwater available conditions, maybe you can form. We'll have to see. That is your world watch for the night.